After my wife, Victoria, recovered from childbirth, she started acting stranger and stranger. We have a Michelin 3-star chef at home, yet she insisted on ordering takeout every single day. Whenever the delivery arrived, she'd hide in the garage alone, only coming out after she'd finished her meal. During that time, it was as if she couldn't hear anything else. She'd even ignore the baby crying. Her bizarre behavior left me deeply confused. So, I began to watch her secretly. After 3 months of tailing her, I finally uncovered her secret and immediately filed for divorce, because I discovered that what she was ordering wasn't food at all. Sincere Smith, you can't be serious you're divorcing me just because I ordered takeout? Victoria Ashton questioned me, her eyes filled with tears, her expression full of grievance. That's right. It's because you love ordering takeout, you floozy, I responded with a look of contempt, my voice cold. Slapped the moment the words left my mouth. My mom slapped me across the face. You beast, what the hell is wrong with you? You want a divorce because Victoria orders takeout, and you dare call her a floozy? Don't you know women's tastes change after giving birth? She craves something with a stronger flavor, and that makes her a floozy. When you were a kid, you fought with a dog over food. Why didn't I just throw you out? Then my mom, Martha, raised her hand to hit me again, but Victoria quickly stepped in to shield me. Mom, don't hit him. I understand, Sincere. He's made some money these past 2 years. His tastes have become more refined. He even hired a Michelin chef for the house. He must think my takeout orders are classless and embarrassing him. Her words only made my mom angrier. She pointed at me and yelled, "Who do you think you are, putting on such airs? You get a little money and suddenly you're too good for everyone. Have you forgotten how Victoria stood by you when you were dirt poor and had nothing? And now you have the nerve to complain about her taste? How can you be so heartless, Sincere Smith? I'm telling you right now, if you want to divorce Victoria, it'll be over my dead body." Just then, the front door burst open, and Victoria's relatives, the whole clan, stormed in. "Sincere Smith, you bastard, you think you can bully Victoria just because her mother isn't here? I may be her stepmother, but I'm her mother all the same. As long as I'm here, you won't lay a hand on our Victoria." Her stepmother, Brenda Cole, rushed in, screaming at the top of her lungs. Victoria's father, Bartholomew Ashton, was also furious. "You little bastard, my daughter hasn't squandered your money or cheated on you. On what grounds are you divorcing her? If you don't give me a good reason today, I'm not done with you." The rest of her relatives chimed in agreement. "That's right, we, her family, will never agree to you divorcing our Victoria for no reason." Seeing Victoria's family arrive, my mom hurried over to offer them tea and apologies. When Victoria saw her parents and their entourage barge in so aggressively, she feared for my safety and quickly tried to intervene. "Dad, Mom, please don't yell at Sincere like that. He's not the kind of person you think he is." Then she turned to me, her expression soft and tender. "Sincere, are you facing some trouble with your business? Are you trying to push me away so I won't get caught up in it? Is that it?" "Sincere, I'm not afraid of hardship. Whatever difficulties we face, we can face them together as husband and wife. There's no storm we can't weather." Hearing Victoria's words, everyone present was moved. They all praised her for being such a devoted and understanding wife. My father-in-law, Bartholomew Ashton, also made a sincere offer. "Sincere, if you're really having business troubles, just tell us. I may not be a powerful man, but I'll certainly do everything in my power to help you." I sneered. "My business is doing great. I'm not facing any difficulties. I want to divorce Victoria simply because I can't stand her anymore." The deep loyalty of the Ashton family stood in stark contrast to my own heartless cruelty. Victoria's family members began to condemn me. "A good woman like our Victoria is hard to find, and she had the bad luck to end up with a heartless scumbag like you. He makes a little money and forgets who he is. Now he thinks he's too good for our Victoria. Who the hell does he think he is? Have we been too easy on you? What has my sister ever done to you that you want to divorce her? I'm asking you one last time, are you going to divorce my sister or not?" Victoria's stepbrother, Ethan Cole, who had been squatting in the corner, suddenly shot up, grabbed me by the collar, and sternly questioned me. My mom, seeing the conflict between Ethan and me, rushed to break it up, also trying to persuade me, "Sincere, don't be foolish. Listen to me. Apologize to Victoria and just live your lives together, okay?" I threw Ethan's hand off me and pointed at him, roaring, "Who the hell do you think you are? Whether I get a divorce is none of your damn business." Fueled by rage, I shoved him with great force, sending him stumbling back into the wall. His head hit it with a loud thud. Seeing Ethan hit the wall, Victoria rushed to his side, anxiously rubbing his head. "Big bro E, are you hurt?" After confirming Ethan was unharmed, she shot me a venomous glare. "Sincere Smith, what do you think you're doing? You were so rough you almost hurt Big Bro E, my brother." Apologized to my brother. Now I stared coldly at the intimate-looking step-siblings, my eyes glinting with ice. "You want me to apologize to you?" Hearing this, their faces tightened and they both looked down. After a brief moment of panic, Victoria composed herself and approached me, pleading in a low voice. "Honey, for the sake of our child, please don't talk about divorce anymore, okay? She's not even a year old. I don't want her to grow up in a broken home. I'll stop ordering takeout from now on. No matter how much I crave it, I'll resist. I won't embarrass you anymore. Will that work?" I shoved Victoria away, my voice icy. "I don't give a damn what kind of family she grows up in. Just sign the papers with that." I threw the divorce agreement, which I had prepared long ago, down in front of her. When Victoria saw me throw down the divorce papers, her face changed. "Sincere Smith, do you really think you can do whatever you want just because I'm devoted to you? All I did was order takeout a few times. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? I bet you have someone else on the side, and you're just trying to find an excuse to get rid of me, aren't you?" Hearing this, her relatives all chimed in. "He must have someone else. Why else would he divorce his wife over takeout?" "Exactly. Otherwise, he wouldn't be so callous about his own daughter. That's men for you. The second they get some money, they want to replace everything, starting with the wife who suffered with them through the hard times. I think this guy is just putting on an act. He's had a few good meals and now he's picky about everything. What's wrong with ordering takeout? Even top executives order takeout when they're traveling. Who does he think he is?" My mom also tried to reason with me. "Sincere, building a family isn't easy. Don't let some floozy out there cloud your judgment. Cherish Victoria and your child." Hearing everyone take her side, a smug smile flickered across Victoria's lips. Seeing her triumphant look, my anger flared. "You bitch, do you really think I'm divorcing you because you order takeout? You know what you've done." The words were on the tip of my tongue, but I held them back. My mom had always treated Victoria like her own daughter. The truth would crush her. Hearing my words, Victoria's expression filled with panic for a moment. When she saw I wasn't going to say more, she breathed a sigh of relief. She reached for the divorce agreement on the table, but before she could open it, her stepbrother Ethan snatched it away. After reading the agreement, Ethan slammed it on the table in a rage. "You're the one filing for divorce, so why does my sister only get 30% of the assets? You're divorcing her for no reason, which means you're the one who cheated. You should be the one left with nothing. If you want my sister to sign this, you have to agree to walk away with nothing. Otherwise, forget it." I couldn't help but laugh at his audacity. "I'm divorcing my wife. What's it to you? Are you that impatient? What do you mean by that?" Ethan's face was twisted with anger, but he couldn't meet my gaze. "You know exactly what I mean at my words." A flash of panic crossed Victoria's face as well. Bartholomew Ashton stepped forward, speaking in a grave tone. "Sincere, if you are truly determined to divorce my daughter without providing any reasonable cause, then you must be the one to leave with nothing. I'll give you 3 days to think it over. If you come to apologize to Victoria within 3 days, we can still salvage this. Otherwise, we'll see you in court." With that, he told Brenda to help Victoria pack her things, and they left with the child to go back to their home. My mom tried to stop them, but I held her back. I hadn't wanted to make things this ugly. I wanted an amicable split, to leave both sides with some dignity, but I never expected them to be so greedy. Now, they could only blame me for the public humiliation that was to come. After they left, my mom looked at me with worry. Sincere, the more I think about it, the more something feels wrong. You're definitely hiding something from me. I know you, Mom. You're not a heartless person. There has to be another reason why you're so determined to divorce Victoria, right? I remained silent for a long moment before finally telling my mom the truth. After hearing it, my mom's eyes turned red, but she fought back her tears to comfort me. Son, I'm so sorry. I was wrong about you. It's not your fault. Don't be too sad. The ones who should be sad are the ones who did wrong. Son, don't let them get away with it. Go and do what you have to do. Mom will always support you. I certainly wouldn't let them get away with it. I went back to my room and called my old classmate and friend, Isabel Jones. Half an hour later, Isabel arrived with a mischievous grin. Seeing her gloating, I was exasperated. Have you no sympathy? I'm in this mess, and you're standing there laughing. Isabel just kept smiling cheerfully. You brought this on yourself. I told you I'd marry you back then, but you refused. You just had to marry Victoria Ashton. You're lucky I'm even willing to help you now. You deserve to be laughed at. After some playful banter, I showed her the security footage I had recorded. In the video, Victoria took the takeout and went into the garage. The delivery guy, after circling the garage, entered a small shed behind it. About half an hour later, Victoria and the delivery guy emerged separately from the front of the garage and the shed behind it. When Victoria came out, her hair and clothes were disheveled. The delivery guy sped off on his motorcycle. After watching the footage, Isabel patted my shoulder and assured me, "Don't worry. With Attorney Jones on the case, you're guaranteed to win." To thank Isabel for her loyal help, I decided to take her out for a nice meal. We had just sat down at a restaurant when a woman from a nearby table rushed over and started screaming at us. "Everyone, look, it's that adulterous couple from the internet. They have the nerve to show their faces in public. Come on, everyone. Let's drown these two in spit." At her shout, a crowd quickly gathered, and people began pointing fingers at Isabel and me. That's the scumbag from the internet who wants to divorce his wife for ordering takeout. Look at him. His wife is at home ordering takeout to save money, and he's out here treating another woman to a fancy dinner. It's disgusting. What's worse is he used that as an excuse to file for divorce. What a shameless scoundrel. We were completely bewildered, but not wanting to be the center of a public spectacle, we fled the restaurant. Once outside, I pulled out my phone and did a search, only to discover I had become an internet sensation. That bitch, Victoria, had edited a video of our argument from earlier, cutting out the beginning and end, and posted it online. She added a caption painting me as a cheating scumbag, a truly despicable man who was deliberately finding fault with his wife just to be with his mistress. The video went viral and was trending, with over 100 million views. Now I finally understood why those women in the restaurant looked at Isabel and me that way. It was all thanks to Victoria. When Isabel saw the video Victoria had posted, she gritted her teeth in anger. That bitch, she dragged me into this mess. Just wait and see how I deal with her. Soon, the day to deal with Victoria arrived. I filed a lawsuit against her, ready to settle this marital dispute in court. At the courthouse entrance, we ran right into Victoria and her family. Victoria came forward, still trying to make peace, but I pushed her away. Rebuffed, her eyes filled with resentment as she spoke slowly. "Sincere, we're not divorced yet. If you just back down now, I'll drop the suit immediately, and we can go back to being a happy family. For our daughter's sake, can you please stop this? She's not even a year old. Can you really bear to abandon her? Just cut the crap. No matter what, I am divorcing you." Seeing me reject her again, Victoria flew into a rage. "Sincere Smith, you will regret this. I have proof of your affair. Get ready to be left with nothing and thrown out on the street with that." She stormed into the courtroom with her family. As he left, her stepbrother Ethan Cole even made a face at me, looking utterly smug. Once the hearing began, we each submitted our evidence. After reviewing the materials, the judge looked at me sternly. "Sincere Smith, the photos and information you've provided only prove that your wife likes to order takeout. However, your wife has provided intimate photos of you with another woman. Based on the current evidence, the court would have to rule that you leave the marriage with nothing. Hearing the judge's words, the Ashton family cheered. Yes, that's right. He should be left with nothing. I smiled faintly and gave Isabel a slight nod. Isabel slowly stood up, holding a file folder. Your Honor, I have video evidence to present. Under the bewildered gazes of everyone present, Isabel walked to the front with the folder. Your Honor, I request to play this piece of evidence. Permission granted with the judge's approval, Isabel took a small USB drive from the folder and began to play the video. The video started with Victoria taking a takeout box from a delivery driver, then hurrying into the garage and closing the door. Seeing the surveillance video, Victoria and Ethan instantly shot up from their seats, lunging forward to unplug the USB drive, screaming, "He's violating my privacy. I demand they stop playing this. Restrain them." At the judge's command, bailiffs immediately moved to control Victoria and Ethan, who were trying to sabotage the evidence. I'm warning you, your actions have just disrupted the court proceedings and constitute a potential offense. If it happens again, you will be dealt with according to the law. Humbled by the judge's authoritative voice, Victoria and Ethan retreated to their seats. The video continued to play. As the trial was being live-streamed, the internet was already buzzing with discussion. As Victoria opened the takeout box and pulled out a set of black silk lingerie, the viewers in the live stream went wild. What's going on? She didn't order food, she ordered lingerie. Wow. Using a takeout box for this kind of thing is a new one. This woman must be quite a player. What's even weirder is why she's putting this on alone in the garage. And she got it from a delivery guy. This is really shady. Seeing this part, Victoria leaped to her feet, pointing at me and screaming, "Sincere Smith, you're a real beast. This was your idea for a thrill, and now you're using it to humiliate me. Are you even human?" Ethan also jumped up and started railing at me. "Sincere Smith, are you even a man? To win a lawsuit, you deliberately set a trap for my sister. You're worse than an animal. Your Honor, this can't be considered evidence. This is just Sincere Smith's shameless attempt to humiliate my sister. Please stop the video." Bartholomew Ashton also stood up to defend his daughter. "Sincere Smith, I always thought you were an upstanding man, but I never imagined you could be so despicable and shameless." The online viewers, hearing Victoria's explanation, also felt I had gone too far and began to condemn me. This man is truly disgusting. He tricks his wife into playing his kinky games and then uses it as grounds for divorce. That's just low. So he wants a divorce just because his wife likes to wear black silk in the garage? This guy isn't just bad, he's stupid. The curses in the courtroom and the condemnations online came to an abrupt halt as another figure appeared on the screen. A man in a delivery uniform and helmet suddenly emerged from a hidden trapdoor in the floor. The man rushed forward, swept Victoria into his arms, and the two began to engage in some very intimate activities. Seeing this, the entire live stream exploded. Oh, so she wasn't ordering takeout, she was ordering the delivery guy. No wonder the husband was so desperate for a divorce. I really thought he was just being an arrogant jerk, but it turns out he was the one being wronged. I almost fell for that woman's act. She was fooling around with the delivery guy and claimed she was spicing things up with her husband. Bartholomew's face turned pale with shame. He rushed forward and slapped Victoria across the face. "How could you be so disgraceful with a delivery guy? You've utterly shamed me." At that moment, Ethan quickly stepped in to stop the furious Bartholomew, pointing at the helmeted man on the screen and shouting, "Everyone's been tricked by this bastard Sincere. Smith, that delivery guy is actually Sincere in disguise. It's a little game between them as a couple, and I can't believe this beast would use it to frame Victoria. That animal is not human." As he spoke, he gently nudged Victoria with his elbow. Realizing her cue, Victoria immediately burst into tears, pointing at me and wailing, "Sincere Smith, you bastard, it was you who said it would be exciting to roleplay in the garage, and now you're using it to frame me. You are so despicable. Since the delivery guy was wearing a helmet and his face was hidden, Many people believed her. Hearing that his daughter had been framed, Bartholomew lunged at me, trying to attack, but was held back by the bailiffs. He jumped up and down in fury, pointing and screaming at me. "Sincere Smith, you beast, how dare you slander my daughter like this? I'm not done with you." The online viewers, hearing Victoria's tearful plea, also began to turn on me again. Wow, if that's true, this guy is the worst kind of scumbag. To use something like this against his wife, he's reached a new level of scum. If I were there, I swear I'd smack him across the face with my shoe. That poor woman married to a man like that. To think he'd use such a private matter to frame his own wife. If my husband ever tried to pull something like that, I'd castrate him with a pair of scissors. Just as the crowd was reaching a fever pitch, the delivery guy in the video, in a moment of passionate movement, lost his helmet. It fell off, revealing his face clearly for all to see. After getting a clear look at the face in the video, everyone in the courtroom turned to look at Ethan Cole, because the face in the video was identical to his. The case had become a major online spectacle, and many spectators had come to the courthouse to watch. When they saw that the male lead in the video was not me, but Ethan Cole, the man who had been so passionately accusing me, the courtroom erupted. People surged forward, trying to get a better look at the drama. Thankfully, the bailiffs quickly restored order and prevented them from rushing in. This brother and sister sure are playing a wild game. Even if they're not related by blood, they should still be more discreet. I feel sorry for the husband for a second. He probably never imagined the guy cuckolding him was his own stepbrother-in-law. These two are really something else. If they were going to do this, why not just get married themselves? Keep it in the family. Why drag an innocent person into it? Seeing their secret exposed, a wave of panic washed over their faces. They wanted to hide, but there was nowhere to go. Seeing this, Bartholomew Ashton squatted on the ground, covered his face, and sobbed. What a disgrace! How could I have raised such a shameless daughter? Brenda Cole, who had been silent until now, rushed to his side. "Honey, don't jump to conclusions just yet. Maybe Sincere forged the video. If he really had this video, why didn't he show it sooner?" Hearing this, Bartholomew's spirits lifted. He turned to his daughter. "Victoria, tell me the truth. Were you framed? If that beast Sincere deliberately forged this video to frame you, I'll sell everything I own to get you justice." Hearing her father's words, Victoria clung to them like a lifeline and nodded repeatedly. "Dad, I was framed. The man in the helmet was him. He used AI technology to change his face to Big Bro Ease to frame me and humiliate me. If he really had this video, he would have shown it when he first asked for a divorce. Why would he have said it was because I liked ordering takeout?" Ethan, who had been hiding in fear, heard Victoria's defense and immediately stood up, shouting, "Yes, it's a fake, it's slander. He used high tech to forge a video to frame and humiliate our family, Your Honor. I demand that this degenerate Sincere Smith be severely punished. I want to sue him for slander and send him to prison." Bartholomew leaped to his feet and roared at me, "Sincere Smith, what did our family ever do to you that you would use such shameless tactics to ruin our reputation? Our family is not done with you." Victoria's stepmother, Brenda Cole, also jumped in, shrieking, "You short-lived Sincere Smith, how dare you ruin my son's reputation? He's not even married yet. If he can't find a wife because of this, I'll haunt you, even as a ghost." The online viewers were also in a heated debate. Technology is so advanced now, video fakes are everywhere, and they look just like the real thing. If it really is a fake video, then this man is too much. He wanted to play kinky games with his wife, but it turned out to be a trap to screw her over. That's men for you. When they're playing, they can't get enough variety, but after it's over, they leak the photos. It's us devoted women who suffer. But some express skepticism. "I don't think the video looks fake. Look at the step-siblings, they look so intimate. You can tell there's something fishy going on also. That guy Ethan has a small mole on his face, and so does the man in the video. I don't believe you can Photoshop a mole that perfectly. It's probably real." As the courtroom descended into chaos, the judge slammed his gavel. Order: since the authenticity of the evidence has been questioned, we will have it examined by a forensic analyst. This is the age of high technology. Whether it's a video or a photo, a machine can determine its authenticity in an instant. When Victoria heard the judge say a machine could verify the video's authenticity, her legs went weak, and she nearly collapsed. Ethan, standing beside her, quickly reached out and instinctively wrapped his arm around her waist to support her. Their intimate gesture was seen by the entire courtroom, and everyone cast astonished glances their way. Seeing the shocked looks from the crowd, they hastily pulled apart. Online viewers also caught the unusual moment and began discussing it in the live chat. Those two really don't seem right. Why would a brother and sister be so intimate? My husband doesn't even hold me that smoothly and naturally. They're only step-siblings, not related by blood. Who knows what they're like in private? While everyone was speculating, the analysis results came back. The judge announced the verdict in court. After examination, the video provided by Mr. Sincere Smith has been verified as authentic and is admissible as court evidence. Furthermore, the intimate photos of Mr. Sincere Smith with another woman, provided by Ms. Victoria Ashton, have been found to be forgeries. Not only are they inadmissible as evidence, but Ms. Ashton will also be investigated for perjury and face public prosecution. Therefore, this court rules that in this divorce case, Mr. Sincere Smith is the prevailing party. Ms. Victoria Ashton is sentenced to leave the marriage with no assets. After the judge announced the verdict, the court staff began to leave, but the Ashton side of the room erupted into chaos. Bartholomew rushed over to Victoria and slapped her repeatedly. "You disgraceful daughter, to do something so utterly ruinous to our family's reputation, you've completely shamed me." After hitting his daughter, Bartholomew turned and slapped his wife, Brenda, hard across the face. "Look at the fine son you raised. He dared to seduce my daughter. I'll beat you to death." Ethan, seeing his mother being hit, kicked Bartholomew to the ground. "You old fool, who do you think you are, hitting my mom? It was your slutty daughter who seduced me. Why are you blaming my mother? She lied to me, said she could get Sincere to leave with nothing, and then we could be together. She made me wait for her all this time, and I'm still single because of her. And look what happened. She's the one leaving with nothing. She made me wait for nothing. I haven't even blamed her for wasting my youth. And now you damned old man, are blaming us." Victoria, hearing Ethan's words, was stunned. She bent down to help her father, who had been kicked to the ground, and asked Ethan with a sob, "You're blaming me? Don't you really love me? So I'm leaving with nothing, but I'm free now. We can be together openly. Isn't that better?" Ethan looked at her with utter contempt. "The only reason I played along with you was because you married a rich husband and I could squeeze some money out of you. Later, when you said you could get your husband to leave with nothing, I agreed to cooperate. And now look at you. You're the one with nothing. A penniless woman, with a stomach full of horrible stretch marks. Who would want to be with you now?" Hearing this, Victoria's face filled with sorrow. You beast. You're disgusted by me. How do you think I got these stretch marks? Don't you know? It was from carrying your child for 10 months. The daughter is your flesh and blood. Don't you dare deny it." This declaration shocked the entire courtroom. Even the judge, who was still gathering his files, couldn't help but shoot them a disgusted look. Wow, this woman is just toxic. Even the child isn't her husband's. No wonder he wanted a divorce. This pair of scumbags are truly devious. If the husband hadn't found out in time, they would have succeeded. Taking his money is one thing, but given the character of these two, her husband is lucky he wasn't murdered. Indeed, I was lucky that the bitch Victoria hadn't managed to kill me. If I hadn't accidentally noticed that the delivery guy Victoria called always rode the same motorcycle, I would never have suspected anything was wrong. After discovering her strange behavior, I secretly installed surveillance cameras around the garage. Watching the footage, I saw the delivery guy circle my house and then enter the utility shed left over from the construction. At first, I thought he couldn't find the bathroom and was just using my shed. But then I realized he stayed inside for nearly an hour before coming out. And when he came out, his clothes were disheveled and his hair was a mess. Even more suspiciously, the time he came out was almost the same time Victoria emerged from the garage. This made me highly suspicious. So, while Victoria was visiting her family, I went to inspect the shed carefully. After a thorough search, I discovered that the shed had a hidden passage that led directly to the garage. That's when I understood their scheme. Since there was no cover above the garage, it was difficult to install a camera, so I hadn't put one there before. Later, I came up with an idea to install a camera in my car, and that's how I got the evidence on those two bastards. To get my fortune, they not only planned to frame me to make me leave with nothing, but they had also plotted to slowly poison me to death. To protect myself and my family, I filed for divorce from Victoria. At first, I tried to save face and leave some room for civility, but I never expected that bitch Victoria to be so greedy as to want me to leave with nothing. So, I had no choice but to tear everything down and let her whole family be disgraced. Even though it meant I'd get the reputation of being cuckolded, it was better than losing both my life and my fortune. Seeing the Ashton family still squabbling endlessly in the courtroom, the bailiffs had had enough and cleared the room. Victoria, thrown out of the court, was still clinging to Ethan. She grabbed Ethan, who was trying to leave, and pleaded with tears streaming down her face, "Big bro-y, you can't leave me. I have nothing now. If you leave me too, my daughter and I will be out on the streets. Little Nicole is your own flesh and blood. You can't be so cruel, can you?" Ethan's face was cold. He kicked her away. "Get away from me, you bitch. You're worthless to me now. You think I'm going to let you and that little burden drag me down?" Pff, with that, he walked away, a look of anguish on her face. Victoria rushed over and knelt before me. "Sincere, I know I was wrong. Please forgive me just this once, okay? I finally understand now. You're the only one who was ever truly good to me."
"Honey, I was deceived by that bastard Ethan. He sweet-talked me just to get my money."
"If you'll just forgive me, I'll be your slave. I'll do anything for you. I'll never betray you again." Before I could even speak, Isabel Jones shoved Victoria away. "What are you doing? Sincere is my man now. If you want to be his slave, I don't think you're qualified." With that, she took my hand, and we got into the car together, leaving Victoria howling on the ground. After divorcing Victoria, I felt like my whole life's energy had shifted. Everything I did went more smoothly than before. The company signed several multi-million-dollar deals, and my relationship with Isabel developed quickly. We're getting married next month, with a baby on the way. As for Victoria and Ethan, they weren't so lucky. I heard they got into a huge fight on the street over child support, which left Victoria seriously injured and hospitalized, unable to let it go. After she was discharged from the hospital, Victoria stabbed Ethan to death and was sentenced to death herself. Hearing about their fate, I couldn't help but feel a sense of melancholy, but also a deep sense of relief for my own wise decision. I was lucky I divorced her when I did. Otherwise, the one facing that tragic end would have been me.